You guys said you wanted some My Team gameplay, so here it is. You guys are about to see a challenge I didn't even think was possible, and I didn't even decide I was going to do it until a little bit into the game. You see I got my opponent, we're about to check out his lineup. His lineup, definitely not good, mine is far superior to his. He's got that bronze starter pack lineup, and my team's got John Wall, Eric Gordon, Melo, Dirk Nowitzki, Chamberlain, all the guys you've seen me pulling lately. So we start off the game. He's up 3-0 at this point. He does have a ton of shooters on his team, so you know that's what he wants to do. I give it to Eric Gordon. We run a nice fast break. Melo with the nice pass. So it's 3-2 at this point. And then I give it to Carmelo here. I go through the lane, act like I'm going to pull up for a shot, and then give it to Wilt Chamberlain. He's going to go up and get the and one. And then I said to myself, what if I tried scoring 100 points like Wilt Chamberlain did 51 years ago? I know I'm going to have to cheese a bunch to try and get it, but I figured why not do it before I start moving deeper and deeper into the seeds. I know a lot of people think 2K14 won't transfer over to next generation, so why get in the third and second seed if I'm just going to have to start over? So I figured I want to do some challenges for you guys, and what's a better way to start one off by trying to score 100 points with Wilt Chamberlain. I think right off the bat my opponent really didn't know I was trying to do this. And I mean, at first I wasn't even trying to do it, but I start bringing a press later on in the game to try and speed up the game. You see Al Horford getting a steal. Wilt Chamberlain was so slow, he was still down the court. It's 16-11 at this point, and Wilt is just taking over. He's getting and ones. And that was probably the biggest struggle with all this, was trying to make free throws with Wilt Chamberlain. I could just not get the shot release down. There was times where I get a C, C+, and I thought my opponent was going to quit right there. So when he did that, I thought to myself, I got to keep this game close. I don't want to blow him out, because if I blow him out, he's just going to get mad. He's going to quit. So I got to keep it close. So when I started pressing, I started bringing Wilt up a little bit, so that way he would get just kind of contested twos, maybe some open threes. I didn't want to make it look like I was letting him score on purpose so that I could get the ball back and score with Wilt, but I wanted to keep it close so that way he didn't quit. There's 5 seconds left in the quarter. I throw this one up to Wilt. He's able to get it to go as the shot clock expires, actually as the game clock expires. So he's got 26 points going into the second quarter, so we're on pace for it right now. We start off the second quarter, going right back into him. He gets his own rebound off the putback. He's able to lay it back in. Now it's 31-24. I'm trying to get a steal with Wilt Chamberlain. I go for the steal and I don't get it, but he runs in 4 layups, so we get the rebound and Wilt is up there ahead of everyone. We pass it to him. He gets the easy lay-in, and right now we're on pace to score like 102 points. But then my opponent pauses the game, and I think he noticed I was finally going to Wilt Chamberlain all the time. Here he goes in and he changes his settings, and I'm like, uh-oh. He's just going to start double teaming me the whole time. He actually didn't bring a double team. He did bring a bunch of help defense though, but it doesn't matter. Wilt Chamberlain, I did have finisher on him this game. It's the only signature skill I put on him. It's actually the only signature skill on any of my players, and it did come in handy. There was a ton of contact layups that I made. He got a ton of and ones, and it was just working out perfectly. But it can get hard sometimes, because if your opponent takes time on his possessions, if you miss a few shots, if he gets tired, you're definitely going to struggle trying to get 100 points. I've never seen anyone do it. I think in 2K13 someone had a series where they did online games, but look at this. I just scored with Wilt, then he gets a steal, we give it right back to him, and he lays it in again, so that's 4 points in like 10 seconds. He probably should have got the steal here, but we get it anyways. Carl Anthony's just going to throw it up to Wilt and lay it in again, so this full court press is working perfectly. I got 45 points. There's a minute left in the half, so I'm kind of right there. I'm really close between scoring 100, scoring right under it, or over it. There he just kind of throws the ball off Wilt's face. I don't know how he didn't get the steal, but there's 4 seconds left in the half. I need a bucket here, and Wilt's going to go up and slam this one down with 0.3 of a second left. So he's on pace. He's got 51 points at the half. We start off the second half with a beautiful and one, and I was finally able to get a free throw to go. When Wilt scored 100 points in real life, he missed like 27, 28 shots, but he made like 30 free throws. I didn't even come close to making 30 free throws. I probably could have, because I missed so many, but Wilt Chamberlain's free throw in this game Definitely a hard one to figure out. Usually I'm pretty good with guys' free throws if I shoot it a lot, but I could just not get it down. But we're doing good right now. We're scoring at will. We're getting a ton of and ones. And most of all, we're keeping the game close. It's 61-54. He gets a 3-pointer to go. But I mean, watch how quick I'm getting the ball up the court. He's trying to get a steal on John Wall, so we throw it to Eric Gordon. We run down the court, hand it off, Wilt Chamberlain. He gets the little running hook shot to go. So that's going to make it 63-57. And now I'm running on the court on the fast break. Why would he try taking a charge with Carmelo Anthony? He knows I'm going to Wilt Chamberlain. But it works out. We get the contact layup for the 2. But things are on edge right now. I'm getting close to 100 points. But at the same time, the way the game's going, I'm not going to get it. We're running a ton of fast breaks at this point. He started shooting a lot of threes. And I got 68 points. There's a minute 45 left in the quarter, which means I need to score 7 more points in a minute and a half to try and get on pace. So I'm like, you know what? I need to start bringing the trap with Wilt. And it works out perfectly. We get the steal. He's going to go in, lay this one in. So that helps greatly. That's 4 points in like 6 seconds. You can tell my opponent is so upset. He's in the menu just going back and forth. So with 50 seconds left, we need to get some quick buckets. We throw it to Wilt again off the inbound. For some reason, whenever Wilt Chamberlain was inbounding the ball, he cuts perfectly to the basket. And now in the third quarter, he wasn't even dunking before. Now he's throwing down two-handed dunks, one-handed dunks. So I'm thinking to myself, if he keeps finishing like this, we're going to get to 100 points. He's double teamed at this point. Doesn't matter. He gets it to go. 76 points at the end of 3 quarters. I need 24 more points in the quarter. And we started off with an and one. I didn't get the free throw to go because I was missing so many. But just getting the clock to stop, getting all these easy finishes was working out perfectly. I'm just running up the court with John Wall, stopping at the 3-point and free throw line, and then dishing it off. But as soon as I kept getting closer and closer to 100 points, I started getting scared that I wasn't going to get it, that I was only going to score like 96 or 98. So I started bringing Wilt up in the backcourt to try and get some steals, and it worked out perfectly because my opponent had struggles trying to throw a full court pass or just hitting the open man. So we got a quick 4 points there, and now he gets an easy lane with 2:13 left. He's got 94 points. So I need 6 more points in 2 minutes. Wilt Chamberlain throws this one over his head and still gets it to go. My opponent takes a timeout. He's pausing the game. He's looking at the stats, and then he starts fouling me. It's 98-91 with a minute 26 left, and my opponent starts fouling me. I get a slightly early. That was good enough to go in. Now the second attempt, slightly early. That's not going to cut it. I'm missing these free throws. It's 100-91. I inbound the ball. I throw it right back to Wilt. He fouls me again. He knows I'm struggling with these free throws. I don't know what it was. Usually I'm money from the line. He just couldn't get it to go. So here I know Wilt's tired. 97 points, 3 more free throws. He can't make both of those. Carmelo Anthony somehow doesn't get the rebound. My opponent's got a fast break. He hits a 3. So now not only am I not scoring, as we almost get to and one, we needed that one so bad. Not only am I not scoring, my opponent's scoring. So he may even come back and win this game, and I may not get 100 points. So this plan may completely backfire. I make that free throw there. I miss that one. It rattles out, hits the back of the rim. My opponent calls a timeout right away. So I'm 2 points away. There's 30 seconds left. John Wall's going to throw this to Wilt Chamberlain. He's going to go up. And there it is. 100 points for Wilt Chamberlain. But we still got a ball game to win. Eric Gordon gets the steal. He ends up fouling him. He would make both free throws. My opponent went off with CJ Watson. He had like 50 points. That's another crazy thing in this video. But at this point, I just wanted to get the win. Throwing it into Brook Lopez. Getting the easy lay-in. I decided not to score with Wilt again. I figured he scored exactly 100 in real life. So why not keep it at exactly 100? It's 107-104. My opponent fouls John Wall. He would go on to make both free throws. So there's 9 seconds left. My opponent has to get a quick bucket. He runs down the court. CJ Watson gets that one to go. And with 4.5 seconds left, we're going to throw this one into John Wall. He's not going to get the foul. John Wall's going to use his speed to break away. And we're going to win this game 109-106. But most of all, 100 points with Wilt Chamberlain. I didn't think I would actually be able to do it. He shot a crazy percentage from the field. I missed a ton of free throws. John Wall at 23 assists. I meant to look at what he made for free throws, but I forgot to. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. I didn't think I would get it the first time, but if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment what challenge you guys want to see next.